welcome to the show. You look great. I'm so happy to see you, and thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
This is a big deal for more of your dad than it is for anyone.
Yes, when I got on Saturday Night Live, not to brag, whatever, I got on the show. And
No, we know that you did. That's how we know you. No, we know that. Yeah.
the first thing he said was like, dude, when are you gonna be on Fallon, bro? That was the first thing he said. I was like, I haven't even been on SNL yet.
Dude, when are you be on Fallon, bro?
Oh, when are you gonna be on Fallon, bro?
He's actually in the audience tonight. Where is your dad? Do we have a shot of the crowd there? There. Oh! Hey, hey, bud! Hey, proud dad. Yeah, you see where you get it from. You see where you get it. Yeah, come on. Congratulations, Dad. She's doing really well. She's doing really well.
He's cheering like it's a Jets game. Did you see that?
Yeah, I know. This is fantastic.
Oh, Yankees!
I'm happy.
He cheered Go Rangers.
Go Rangers. That's not, yeah. Go Sarah. No, he rooted for the Rangers. He took his mom. That's a fan right there. This isn't your dad's first time on TV, though. I saw him in a sketch, and I was going to ask you about it, but is this Sarah Sherman's real dad? You were in a Please Don't Destroy sketch. How did he get this gig?
Well, so like I make fun of my dad and my stand-up a lot.
Yep.
And so the Please Don't Destroy boys, got his vibe for my stand-up. And so my dad was like a celebrity to them. And so we were at like the table read one day, and I just see a stage direction in the script that says Sarah's real dad enters the room. And I was like, huh, no one ran that by me.
How do you like being on SNL?
Oh, I believe he had an amazing time. Well, it's funny, we got T-shirts. Like, at the end of the season, we get, like, wrap gifts.
Yeah.
And the pre-tape department made these T-shirts at the end of the season that had all the characters that had been on the pre-tape sketches, and my dad made the shirt. So I was like, yeah, he made the shirt. Yeah, he made the shirt.
Yeah, he made the, see? Come on, that's respect.
And so I gave him the shirt, and he took the shirt, and he found himself on the shirt, and then stenciled the drawing of himself from the shirt, and blew it up and turned it into his own Just Andrew Sherman shirt. He made his own merch.
Wait, hold on. You wearing it now? Go Rangers!
Is it hockey?
I got it. It sure is. Absolutely. Yeah. You were so great, and you were so not invited to my bat mitzvah. This is Adam Sandler and Sonny and Sadie Sandler. They were fantastic. But you were so great.
Oh,
you were so great in that. You made me laugh. You're so funny. My kids loved you. You were great. But now you're kind of going on tour with Sandler.
Yeah, it's literally the best. Well, it's horrifying because they're giant arena shows. Like my first show, I'm shaking, nervous, and Sandler doesn't even know this, but one of the shows I was puking before the show. Relax. And
before the show, yeah.
Before the show, because I was so how many people are gonna be there? And someone was 15,000. I was like, okay, awesome. So I'm gonna actually go puke my brains out. And then but they're so fun. They're
and
the
you
best.
just crush it. You have an infectious charm to you when I see you on TV, and I love you in the sketches. But you also you pay it off. Every time I see you, you do something super funny, and I can't wait to watch you in a sketch.
Oh my God!
I'm a big fan of yours. You do.
Oh my God!
You're very good. You also do crazy things you're almost like your own type of comedy now that people are calling body horror comedy, which is it's bizarre, but let me just show one thing. One character you did, you had a character that had googly eyes implanted in her face.
Yeah, this is awesome.
And that was insane, but very funny. This one I kind of remember, but this is your severed head somehow?
Yeah, so that's my severed head. And, wait, look.
No, I don't know that, can you make, yeah, that's kind of scary though. I don't know if I would, I kind of remember this, but what happened, your head flew off?
Yeah, I was like I was at a tennis match, and Jason Momoa hit a ball too hard and knocked my head clean off.
But you brought a prop that's never made it to air. Do you want to tell us about it before I show it?
Yeah, so we do we do all these sketches with crazy props, and my favorite prop we ever made never made it to air because everyone was like, well, the sketch is good, but that's disgusting. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. You guys are crazy. I'm not the crazy one, even though I look like this and act like this. And the Monkey Boys, who make all the puppets for the show, I was like, can you guys make a talking zit? And everyone. Yeah.
Already you can tell it's gonna crush. Yeah, the audience is psyched.
Yeah, what point did I lose you guys at?
The zit.
So the zit. And like the sketch was perfect. And I was like, it's gonna be hilarious when the zit comes out. Dress rehearsal happens, zit comes out, not one hide nor hair of a laugh from the audience.
We have it here. Maybe we could see if the audience, they'll let them decide, see if it's a cute puppet. You guys wanna see this puppet? I don't even know if I'm ready for this puppet.
I think he's cute. You're gonna think he's cute. He's got a little fit.
Oh my God. Thank you. I'm happy it made its debut on The Tonight Show. I'm going to put the puppet zit back here for a second. Yikes. You can't unsee that.
I mean, he traveled all the way here from my forehead to be here tonight. Come on. Come on.
Come on, everybody. You, on the show, you never know who's going to make a cameo on Saturday Night Live. By the way, this weekend, you have to watch Dakota Johnson and Justin Timberlake, who's got new music out this weekend. I'm so excited. It's great. His record's awesome. It's so good. Do you ever freak out when someone makes a cameo or walks on? You go, like Mick Jagger came on, did a sketch?
That was like the coolest thing. I mean, hey, ask my dad. We have a giant framed picture of Keith Richards in our house growing up, so that was fun.
Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the best.
So meeting him was crazy, but I'm like, my first season, Halsey was the musical guest, and I'm like watching the sound check, and I'm like, I'm sorry, who's playing the guitar with Halsey? And it was Lindsey Buckingham.
Legend.
And I was like,
Fleetwood Mac.
yeah.
Legend.
And I was like, I couldn't believe it because he was like a surprise unannounced guest. And I ran up to him after the show, and it was my first season. I didn't know how to like talk to a human being yet. And so I like ran up to him to ask if I could take a picture. And I think I opened my mouth and just like dust came out. And so I was like,
so you never got to tell Lindsey Buckingham that you love him?
No, I got too scared.
Lindsey watches the show all the time.
No!
Yes. Lindsey, Sarah Sherman is a giant fan of yours, so get in touch. She loves you, and I love you, too. You were crushing it on Saturday Night Live. Keep it up, all right? You're very, very funny. Sarah Sherman, everybody. She's awesome. See her on Saturday Night Live this weekend with host Dakota Johnson, musical guest Justin Timberlake. More Tonight Show when we come back, everybody. Hi, Dad.
Hey.